Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How are all you guys? Thank you so much for all your beautiful comments yesterday. I've read every single one. I know I haven't responded in the last few days. I just kind of speed read through everything, and then I go back, and whenever I have time, I comment back. But I read them all, and I appreciate them, you guys, and it helps me connect with your energy more. Two quick announcements. I just want to remind you guys, I only have 2 spots left. I may do a secondary day if I get a lot more interest generated in the Stonehenge read. You can email me and ask me what it is in February. I am traveling to Stonehenge and to England with my family, and I'm going to spend a day, or at least a half a day, filming there. And we have all the equipment, and I'm going to be filming right on the ancient sites. I'm going to do a special Patreon video for my Patreons, but I'm also booking individual private reads for that, and it's going to be really exclusive and really awesome because you're going to have the stones and all of that right in the background during the read, and I'm going to supply the client with the deck afterward and the special crystal that I'm bringing for clients as well. It's just going to be so wonderful. I'm so excited about it. If I start to think about it before I go to bed, I can't sleep because I'm so stoked. And I had been there years and years and years ago when I lived in England with Ian. It's absolutely magic. I mean, the energy is like supernova. It's really, really cool. So just that, and just the thank you to everybody. And I'm very, very stoked. So today's reading, I'm very excited. I want to make it a little more broad. It's about the fantastic news that's arriving with your divine timing for love, for school, for your careers, finances, whatever comes up. You know, this is kind of like an umbrella look at for the near future and see what energies are pervasive. And yesterday, I just want to share this because it was so powerful, impactful with me. I usually watch Marissa Peer's new videos when they come up, and I was just waiting to pick up my son, and I started to listen to her, and she was doing a hypnosis in the second part of the video, and all of a sudden, my back, my neck, my arms were all relaxing. And I wasn't doing the full method of it because I didn't want to get so relaxed because I had to read. But her voice and the way that she was speaking was really, really wonderful. It's her latest video. If you want to take a look, it makes you feel so in charge of your life because you realize that when words are super impactful, how we speak to ourselves, what we say out loud, it can give us vitality, energy, and healing by using the right words. That's positive words, anything that lifts us, anything, abundance, new beginnings, stability, fearlessness, transformation, fulfillment, generosity, love, riches, nurturing, respect, all of that. When you say that, your body language, you become more upright, you breathe better, all of those things because it's connecting with your brain. Your brain responds. Now, the opposite is true if you do things like, I'm exhausted, this is killing me, oh, it's aggravating, I'm terrified. You say all these things, your brain associates what you're saying with fear, with anything, especially if you're like, I'm terrified of flying. You're saying these things, you're convincing yourself, you're talking to yourself about this, and your brain is uploading this information going, okay, she's terrified of flying, she's exhausted, let's give her the kind of synapses that bring that back to her over and over and what she associates with certain things. Instead, use different language. I'm fearless. Nothing bothers me. Everything is just a moment in time. It's all perspective. And most importantly, our body, how we speak to our body. My body does not accept illness. My body can conquer anything. It uses food as great nutrients. I don't become ill or react to it. It's like your body. And just think about, like, have you ever started reliving an uncomfortable situation with somebody and describing it, especially negative? Oh, and she was such a this and that, and this happened, and I was so mad. You feel the tightness? You're reliving that. So that's another thing. That's why I don't think it's good to replay drama. It tightens everything. It brings up cortisol. Cortisol holds on to and creates fat in the body. It's a terrible thing to bring to the surface. Again, it's like things that release that and have the flow, that moment. It's like, I've released everything. There is a flow within me. Really speak kindly about yourself, to yourself. You know, it's like enjoyment, all of those things, all those messages, all the beautiful words, the way that we speak to ourselves is infinitely important, because we can just say a couple times that we're tired or we're exhausted. Watch how your body feels. Honestly, do a test before you go to bed. Say certain things that are negative or fearful implications, and feel your whole body, the shallow breath, everything that takes place. And then the opposite, you know, I'm feeling great. My body is always healing. It's always growing. All of those things. And please listen to our last video, because I was like, constant aha moments. I'm like, I already know that. Why do I forget to implement it? You know what I mean? When I wake up, it's like, you know, the instant, gratitude, and saying, wow, thank you for allowing me to wake up and feeling strong and healthy, and allowing me to have coffee and all that. I mean, it's one of those things where we create a wonderful moment and perspective whenever we choose to. So that's a big part of this, right? When it comes to good news arriving, divine timing, we're looking for it. We're expecting it, right? Love, school, careers, it's all coming in. Ask for it. Ask for healing. Ask for clarity. Ask for peace. Ask for wisdom. Ask for guidance. Don't be timid in your prayers or your requests. Be grateful for everything you're asking for, because it's already making its way to you. And another thing, create your day in advance. Think about the way you want it to go, and you will create your life intentionally. I'll do that the day before. As soon as I wake up, I'm like, oh, I'm going to use these colors and do this. And I get all excited about projects. Do that for yourself as well. Okay, you guys. So we're going to begin, and we have 3 cards to choose from. Number 1 is the Golden Mermaid. Number 2 is the Mermaid with a Golden Dragon. And number 3 is the Sea Chariot. And they also have corresponding numbers, 23, 3, and 27. And just take a deep breath. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Grab your coffee or tea. Come relax with me. And let's learn some good things, some good methods, some good messages, some good inspiration. You know, again, we're creating our day. Mercury retrograde has also ended, which means past cycles, which may have been repeating, are no longer. This is a time for clarity, receiving the miracles, you guys. You've been waiting for this. Time to reach out for those dreams you thought you couldn't achieve. It is time to achieve anything you put your mind to. Again, have great inner dialogue and self-chat, right? And again, I want to say one other thing. Just remember who you are, without a number on a scale, without that report card, the number on the bank account, with the amount of friends you have, expensive things you own. Know who you are. Know your raw, true self. Know your value intrinsically as just a beautiful, energetic being. And life takes on a highly different perspective when we do that. Okay, you guys, so we are going to begin with number 1. And they have these little poems in the book that I just want to read for each card. They're really, really cool. So 23 is the Golden Mermaid. It says, it's easy to become complacent, to lie back and be content with tolerable circumstances, to give up and give consent to common expectations and meagerly pursuits. It's easy to traverse along the least resistant routes. So this is definitely saying it's easy to become complacent with our situations and surroundings, but it's also dangerous. The status quo is simple to maintain, right? No growth, none of that. But ceasing to strive for more definitely leads to stagnation. And there's nothing that really, really scares me more than just being complacent, because then boredom sets in, then discontentment with your life, because as human beings, as spirits, we want to grow, we want to discover new things, right? So actively pursue these goals, set them and actively pursue them in school, in life, in love. You know, it's like ask for it. And you know, this divine timing is coming to help us in love, school, in our careers, all of that. You know, get out of your comfortable rut, push yourself, really stretch your mind, your body, your boundaries. You're going to be able to accomplish so much when you put your mind to it, group 1. You've been in the same place, probably mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually, for a time now. You know, this card is letting us know that it's time to move on to bigger and better places. Keep in mind, however, that not everybody around you may be prepared or even interested in moving up with you. So this is a move that's yours alone. Regardless of what it is, it's like we can't always expect people to be cheering us on because they don't want to be left behind. So know, you know, who to share your stories with as well. It's very important. Let me just have a sip of water. All right, let's see what's coming for you guys. This is exciting times. Okay, So we have the electric eel. Bring your ideas to life. And this is exactly, you guys, this is the creative aspect of your life. This is you pushing forward in school if you have a project, in work. If you want to bring about some kind of change, regardless of the scale, start to do a blueprint of this, start to write things down, start to really think about it. My ears are really ringing because I have all these projects I want to implement too. And it's one of these things where divine timing is going to present itself, and you're just going to know your guides, your intrinsic, beautiful, intuitive knowledge is going to come up and go, now's the time to act, now's the time to suggest this. So many people stay in the passenger seat of life because they don't want to either take control or be in the spotlight or be told no. But we're never going to get anywhere if we don't push these things forward. And I always say, what's the best thing that can happen? Your dreams, your creative projects, your schoolwork, your career, your love is going to take on a new level of awesomeness, right? And once you get these little wins, it's amazing how much more you're willing to risk and do and say and find out and create, and then feel and become empowered. And also you have more composure. You realize who you are. Again, reverting back to Marissa Pierce's, your inner dialogue. I have excellent business skills. I'm an excellent student. I am so worthy of love. I'm highly lovable. I have great ideas. All of these things, words are very impactful for us. So use great words with yourself. You will, and you'll find yourself succeeding. Wow, look at these. You're going to see the messages and numbers with this divine timing. I feel like you are highly on 1111. Comment down below if that's something you're seeing all the time. I consistently, when I look at my phone, it's 1111 or 111. I just always hit it on that, and I don't always screenshot it and then put it on Instagram. Come see me on Instagram as well, because I do a lot of numbers, numerology, astrology, daily posts, all of that, and I answer questions about it because there are so many angel numbers. People are curious because your angels do devise like a numeric kind of system for you, and a lot of people are like, why always these numbers? And sometimes they're not always like 222s, they can be like 246, but over and over. Sometimes it's the address of your soulmate. It's where your future job is going to be. It's all of these things. It's quite something when you really get into it and study it. But again, this is the angels and spirits' most direct kind of connection with us through numbers. Absolutely, 100%. License plates are something else with me too. I always see messages, these personalized license plates. Yesterday I went behind one and it said, "What's next? WHTZ NXT." And I was like, that's crazy, Really great messages when we need them. So let's see what else. This is highly spiritual, this group right here. Spirit has your back. Right now, what's happening is you're meant to receive certain messages, little pushes. I definitely feel that some of you guys need to be reminded you're strong, you're bold, you're motivated, you're creative, healthy, confident, beautiful. Keep saying these things. Words are super impactful. They go directly from a thought process. Then we say it aloud, and then we hear it, and then all of a sudden it galvanizes something in our brain to react and respond to that. So when it's positive and good and reinforces who we want to be, where we want to go, what we want to receive, it pulls it into the 3D. It starts it. It gets that momentum behind it. And that's how we start to think. The more we say that, and the more we feel it, it's wonderful. And then with all this other stuff that's going around us, remember, we can feel these feelings, but we don't become the emotion. We just witness it, we allow it, and we release it, especially if it's doubt or fear. Sometimes that comes in the ego, but we just allow it to pass over and we release it. We don't become that emotion. We don't become harsh, jaded, angry, or anything because something unfair is going on, right? We do witness it, we acknowledge it because we can't ignore how we feel. But again, we know that Spirit has our back, so we feel good, we feel calm. We feel protected. So let's see what's going on in terms of your... So we have 7 of Swords. So right now, it's one of those moments. Oh, okay. So this is, career and finances. Let me just start with this. The 7 of Swords, 7 can be of conflict. So this is saying right now, if something shady is going on at work or within your family and you feel people are trying to take something from you, an idea, your hard-earned money. This can be people also being resistant to give you a raise, to give you money they owe you, to give you a return favor. That's what I feel like this is more about. Seven of Swords usually shows somebody sneaking away in the middle of the night with so many swords they're dropping them. It's somebody that's trying to get away with something. So be aware, and I feel like Spirit is going to guide you and point out what this is, what it's time for, that it is time for you to ask for your value, for your skill sets, for you to stand up. If you're in a class and you feel like you're getting grades that don't really reflect your hard work to it, bring this up, because sometimes we have to allow for room of human error. A boss, a teacher, somebody can be a little negligent in the fact that they can't cover all their bases all the time. So bring it up. If you honestly feel this intuitively and otherwise, bring it up, and then you will get a second shot at these things too. And to be aware too, this is also a message to make sure you do little things like lock your front door, your car and stuff, and protect your valuables. It's one of those things where it's just that time of year. I almost run out of my car with my phone sitting on my seat. Little details like that, so people aren't tempted. Right? Sometimes people have weak moments and we don't want to provide that opportunity. Now, I'm loving this King of Pentacles because this is definitely in terms of you feeling grounded, connected, and really good. In work, you're going to be able to not only move up and do these kind of cool lateral moves where you also get a bigger flow of income from this. Your ideas are going to be noticed. People are really going to sit down and take note at what you're doing and really start to see the value in what you're doing. And you're going to be able to initiate new things at work and also in your own businesses. I feel a lot of you guys you're just increasing money on a larger scale. You're feeling more artistic, purposeful. Another thing that's helping is you're kind of pioneering this good logical schedule so you don't feel overwhelmed at school, in life, at home. You're realizing Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all these things are coming up and you don't want to be overwhelmed. You're going to take it easy. No more erratic behavior. This is really good, forceful, organized energy where you feel intensely focused. Again, you're going to be able to mastermind whatever it is you want right now. Your perspective is awesome. You're really divinely protected and guided, and you have faith in who you are and what you're doing. And in this beautiful, noble energy, you're able to create what you want. Again, remember, you're going to see messages in numbers and animals. Just know Spirit has your back, and it's going to be a very fortunate and easy time for you to bring your ideas to life at work, in school, in relationships. It's going to be a much simplified process for you because I feel like your coping skills are going to be really, really enhanced too, where you're like, okay, nothing is really a mountain. Everything really is a molehill. It only becomes a mountain in our mind. And then again, when we use inner dialogue, I can solve anything. No problem is too large. I can get this. There's always a way for a resolution. If I slow down, see, that's the one thing, people speed up. This is where we need to slow down and focus, right? And you're going to be able to do that beautifully, group one. I love that energy for you. So love and light. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Come see me on Instagram at Sparkwist11. I do daily posts and memes. I answer questions over there. I run contests continually. It's so wonderful. If you're interested in the Stonehenge read, let me know. Thank you to my patrons. All of my information is down there. Private reads, everything. Thank you. Thank you. Group one, go out and slay. You're ready for, direct practical energy for you right now. Mercury's out of retrograde. It's now direct. So there's no more weird snafus when it comes to electronics and communication as well. So now we're on to number 2. This is Mermaid with a golden dragon. I love this. So there's a little fun thing that they put in the beginning of this. It says, "A golden beast did I espy while swimming aimless, idling by. What a treasure, what a prize to capture with my eager eyes. A pet to cherish, precious, bright, shining in such honeyed light. Good luck, great fortune to adore. I'll guard my gold forevermore." Very cute. So the divination message in this is good news. Your hard work and your careful planning are soon paying off. While it's exciting to contemplate your new successes, It's really important to keep your head. I need to do this sometimes too. When I get excited about a project and a lot of people are like, oh, especially if I'm creating like a ornate piece for them and I get so stoked, it's like I have to calm down and, be methodical about it. You do as well. Because remember, with the wealth comes the responsibility. If you're not careful with your money, it may soon be gone. Don't give in to temptation to spend quickly or avoid falling victim to bad investments. Instead, really remember your long-term goals. Choose a path that's consistent with what you wish to accomplish in life. Just the same, it's okay to splurge a little. You deserve it. Because I'm definitely in this realm as well. I get very excited sometimes. I work really hard. Sometimes I literally do not leave the house except for to get hanging for like a week at a time. I'm just working, I'm creating, I'm in the workshop, I'm, filming, I'm making the jewelry, I'm doing all this stuff. More, when I'm writing and I'm in my own world, and every once in a while I'm like, wow, I haven't gone out and like partook in society or anything. And I'll have to remember to go and do that. And like yesterday I had a fun time. I just went to TJ Maxx and looked at crazy Christmas stuff and I got all excited. And funnily enough, I spent like hours just picking all this bric-a-brac and fun stuff, put it in the cart. I went to go look for stuff for my son. I came back and the cart was gone. I mean, not to be found anywhere. And for some reason, now with the way I'm thinking, I didn't even get upset. I'm like, I remembered the 3 things that I wanted most. And I was like, thank you, universe, for saving me a couple $100 and me going and getting only what I needed. It was crazy. It was so wonderful. Again, it's that thing where you can feel the feelings, but you don't become the emotion. I could have got all whacked out, like, I had to go to all over the store to find, but then I couldn't even really remember what was in there except for 3 things. So again, that kind of thinking that we don't need to, go crazy. So let's see, we have be generous of spirit, beautiful, and let it shine. So this is saying to be your original self in work, at school, wherever you are, let it shine. If you want that bright red brocade coat and you want flashy fun rhinestones or whatever you want to wear, that crown, whatever, wear it, be flashy, be fun. I love original people out. I compliment them. I love crazy hair colors. I like when people go nutso with their wigs. They're really fun. I find these people to be visionaries, artistic visionaries. They express themselves however they want. I can't tell you how much people appreciate and really want to emulate original thinkers, dressers, and people with awesome tattoos, people that are fearless and they go out there. I mean, how many people do you see with like a blonde bob, a beige coat, a pair of like Ralph Lauren boots, and it's like a cloche hat, and everybody can dress exactly like little mimic soldiers. They tend to do that sometimes in New England, and I know it's sometimes nice to have just a crisp kind of uniform going out, but that doesn't incite a riot within my creative heart. You know what I mean? When I see that, I'm like, and I'm never going to be one to judge because I do have that outside outfit for like meetings and stuff. It's like sometimes I just don't want to think. But again, it's like I love people. I love like Betsy Johnson. If I wasn't lazy like that, I would be dressing like that every day. Again, ask right now for healing, clarity, peace, wisdom, all of this. Everything is going to come to you. This is your time where you can trust in the magic and understand. You can create your day. You just think how you want it to go and it's going to go there. It really is. Let yourself shine and be generous of spirit, which is saying, trust, align with that beautiful energy. Know that it's there for you. At work, you're going to be doing good. Master healing, this I definitely feel is more about your health and your state of mind type of read because you're coming into your own power. 33, master healing. We can heal ourselves on any level, anything, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. If we just ask for that help, we pause. There are a million videos out there by absolute geniuses that provide us with these professional, beautiful, perspectives that are so helpful in a million ways. And again, I can't suggest Marissa Peers enough. She has the most simplistic approach that it's how we talk to ourselves. When we tell ourselves we're enough, we're worthy, we use this dialogue, we realize our words are super powerful. So when we only use good words towards and around ourselves, we can initiate huge change and healing, right? When we're like, I am a warrior of health, right? And have this whimsical existence. It's vibrant. I am dynamic. I'm intuitive. I am lighthearted. I'm a pioneer. Messengers help me. Have beautiful aesthetics around you. Say, I am a stable, mellow, eager to learn person that's always healed by spirit. Whatever it is, I write these things down. I talk to myself all the time. I don't say aloud, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm scared, I'm this or that. I don't use any negative things. I don't want to convince myself of things that aren't true and actually create that and raise cortisol and bring in fear. No, and now is a master healing time for yourself. You're definitely able to provoke this winning spirit just by saying, I've got it, I'm doing this. So let's see what's sort of going on in your land of tarot. Again, I'm using Cherry Enchantress's beautiful cards that she made. Yeah, see, this I could definitely see this coming. You're planning for your future. You're looking out, how do I want to do? How do I want to set up my day, my week? And you're having this beautiful moment where you feel like you have the keys to turn on high emotion in a good way, like really, really tap into that vitality, deep, vibrant energy. You're not feeling overwhelmed. You love the dynamic energy that's coming your way when you bring it in, because it's purposeful, it's focused, it's you getting good grades, you saying, I've already aced this test, I've already aced this exam, I'm gonna knock my socks off of my teachers, my instructors, I've got this, whether it's music lessons, language lessons, whatever, you just know you've got this, and you keep saying that to yourself, and you create that, right? We do create our reality. I wish more people really knew that how we see the world is how the world is, right? How we decide to experience it. You ever do that? Like you fill your heart with dread and going somewhere, to a funeral, to something, and that's what you experience because you convince yourself that's what's going to happen. How about the opposite all the time? This is going to be wonderful. I'm going to feel at peace. I'm going to feel comfortable. I'm going to feel like this is a beautiful environment. Again, it's a mystical aspect, but it's true as anything I've ever believed in my life, that we create our reality, and you're going to create this beautiful reality because you're planning. Again, you're going in and saying, I get to create my day. So I'm going to think it's going to go the way I want it to go, and I'm going to create my life intentionally. Therefore, it's going to happen that way. So, you're going to be doing exceedingly well when it comes to feeling people out, knowing who to trust in your love life. Really smart about that. Right away, you're going to know whether somebody is a total hoseback. Like, it's just so funny. I see these things on reality TV every once in a while. I'm like, how does this, like Love and Hip Hop, I'm like, how does this woman not see that this guy has cheated? He has a different child with 5 women. He has this terrible pattern. It never changes. And she'll cheat on her once and she'll take him back twice. That's the last time. And I'm like, honey, a third time is coming. You know what I mean? Where you don't even need the first time. You just set eyes on them. With this Hierophant, you have the key. It's like you have an extra gear to read people emotionally. It's going to be very helpful for you. You're going to come up aces. You're going to be feeling really good, on top of the world. And again, you realize that you're the director and you're just feeling good. Your capabilities are just going to be off the charts. Again, you're asking for it. You're saying, please bring me healing, clarity, peace, wisdom. Help me to be positive. I am grateful for everything. And boom, it is there for you. Right thinking, understanding you are capable, you are loved, you are positive, you are ready, right? Go out and seize this day, definitely. Beautiful energy group too. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, if you want to know more about the Stonehenge reading, if you want to come join and support my channel on the Patreon page, yay! Yeah, let yourself shine and be generous of spirit. When we feel generous, it comes right back to us immediately. I always know this. When I'm waiting in line and I initiate a conversation with somebody, I'm not waiting in line anymore. I'm meeting a new friend. It's crazy. That's the sort of energy we're talking about. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. Check out some of my other ones. I literally have like 1,000 now or something. It's crazy. So love and light to you. And now we are on to number 3. Very excited. So this is the Sea Chariot. Now, when we do this cute little thing. Once I rode a passive babe around the mercy of those around me, a defenseless child with a demeanor so mild as to encourage complacency. Yet as time passed by, I endeavored to try a temperament more becoming. So I grabbed the reins and I made great gains, and as a charioteer, I was commanding. Again, this is not giving your life and power away. This is you seizing it and going. Because the divination message in this is assert your control right now. It is time to assert control. You've given the reins over to others in too many areas of your life. I feel like this is within your family. This may be within your coupledom, definitely at work, where you just get busy and you're like, I'll address this. I'll take care of this later. But when we do that on a daily basis, I did that one time for weeks and weeks. And then all of a sudden it just became a habit of me doing other people's work because I didn't have the time to, I thought I didn't have the time, but we should always assert ourselves, right? Take stock of all areas of your life right now, your profession, your personal relationships, monetary considerations, group associations, home obligations, all of this. Determine where you're dissatisfied. This is so true. Where is it? Because, this is when you assert and you just mention something, so many people are afraid of confrontations. It rarely ever leads to confrontations. Other people are waiting to actually know what is making you comfortable, what satisfies you, what makes you happy. So unless you say this, people don't know, and they'll just take on more and more because people assume you like it because you're putting up with it, right? No, 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 no. Determine where you're dissatisfied and your level of involvement in something. Make a plan, take back control. Perfectly acceptable to trust others to help you with some aspects of your life, but it's up to you to make sure this help does not turn into dependence as well, right? You're the sole captain of your ship. You need to be at the helm where it matters the most. So if you gave somebody, financial reins for a moment, or you let somebody do some things at work and all of a sudden they started taking over in such a way where it was like, it's no longer the concepts you believe in, things like that. It's time to step up. And I feel like quite a few of you know what area of your life that this is happening. Okay. Oh, I like how this is all coming together. Hold your center, feel your heart space, be calm, know you're capable, ask for it, whatever it is you need, the guidance, creativity, whatever, it'll come to you. Mercury's now direct. So, just ask, just be, have this boldness, this strength, this courageous. Because what happens is we don't, if something is out of our hands and it directly affects us, it's like a driverless wagon where you're just telling the horses, just go whatever, and you're hoping for the best. You don't know what's in other people's hearts and minds. So you don't want your finances, your whatever, your creative process, all of these things out there. This is true with a lot of people in the creative field. If you're writing music, creating art or whatever, don't just be like, oh, okay, I trust you. Find out what's going on. Don't let other people start to do whatever they want. You need to have a practical plan with this, and again, realize it's not about confrontation. It's just about honesty. I would really like to be guiding this. So look at this moon energy. So you're gonna have this beautiful, wow, again, you guys, you're gonna be able to manifest whatever you want right now with these two cards combined. This is crazy. This is saying, when you stop, you sit back, and you have a kind of enduring spirit. There's this beautiful sparkling essence where we know we are the creators. If we really think about this, the dynamic of energy and our thought process and what people can accomplish. Again, oftentimes when I really, really want to dig deep into the human psyche and realize how friggin' strong people are, I'll go back and I'll read things about the Holocaust, about the Underground Railroads, about human spirit, where people are so oppressed to the degree where it's like you would think they would just wither away from depression and oppression, but they don't. The fighting spirit, it's so magic, right? When you think about that, you know that there is a supersonic energy out there in the world, and you're going to be able to explore this. I feel like you're going to have you're going to become like this crazy visionary at work, in school, in your family, where you can just foresee where there might be any kind of issue and just calmly and serenely have a resolution to it, because you realize, I can take anything that seems insurmountable and reduce it back down to that molehill, because that's really what everything is. The only way things get compounded and crazy is through somebody's imagination, right? We create this huge snare. You ever run a snare through your head like, this person's going to be a total bitch, they're going to create a hard time, blah, 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 blah. You get there, nothing happens. Yet your brain has got you all worked up and geared up for this big fight and battle. See how quickly the ego, the imagination, and all of that can expand and go crazy. You also have divine talents. It's wrapped up in this with this magician and moon energy, that you do have divine talents. I feel like musical, your voice, things like that are very healing. Use that for yourself. I feel like you're expanding in everything, whether you're a student, in your career, in your family. It's one of those things where you're going to have great peace of mind. You're going to be able to initiate change where you want. You're going to be able to have this lovely, visionary, dreamy time where you have vivid ideas, and you're going to bring this stuff into the 3D dynamically, purposefully, logically, and organized. Again, you're going to have support, respect, you're going to have security, all of these things that you've been looking for, because you've devised this beautiful plan and you've done it methodically, and all it takes first is the idea and knowing it's possible, and you're gonna blow your own mind in a huge way. And I'm very excited. And again, you have a lot of intuition, you have a lot of beautiful spiritual energy that's going to provide this help for you as well. Group 3, so beautiful energy. Yay! I'm so excited for this group. Like, my ears are ringing as this is off the chart, like palpitating, lively, beautiful, gorgeous energy around this, you know, very mystical old soul energy too. So gorgeous. If you're new to my channel, welcome, Group 3. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below.